On Wham Baam Dashcam, we've shown you over 4,000 dashcam videos captured by our fans all over the world, with 20 new ones every week. You're about to see some of the craziest clips we've ever featured, so buckle up for Wham Baam Dashcam's Worst Drivers of Arizona, Volume 2. John was waiting patiently at a red light when he watched the driver of a white Dodge pickup turn in front of another pickup pulling a trailer.
Whoa.
After the head-on collision, John told us the white Dodge pickup sped off at maximum acceleration before causing another collision about 100 yards down the road. Meanwhile, both John and the other driver took off in pursuit. When the victim pulled over, John pulled alongside him and told him he'd captured the collision on his dashcam. Thankfully, neither occupant in the victim's pickup was injured. We're not sure what the conclusion of the situation was, but John made sure the victim had his contact information before leaving the scene. Josh watched a truck run a red light before T-boning a Lincoln Navigator. Josh told us police responded while he assisted the SUV driver in removing personal items from her wrecked vehicle. He later sent her a copy of his dashcam footage. Thankfully, neither driver was seriously injured. Steven was on his way to work in his Ford F-150 Lightning when a driver behind him swerved to avoid rear-ending him. When the next driver did the same, they accidentally clipped a pickup truck in the neighboring lane. The pickup was sent out of control, spinning before slamming into a stopped car a few vehicles ahead of Steven. That car was shoved forward into another one, bringing the count of involved vehicles up to at least 4. Incredibly, Steven's truck wasn't one of the vehicles that was hit. He provided his dashcam footage to the police, and he told us nobody was seriously injured in the collision. Roberto was driving his Ford Explorer down an Arizona highway when a white Chrysler ahead of him ran over a piece of wood, launching it directly at him.
No way that just happened.
After the initial shock wore off, Roberto pulled over to check his Explorer for damage. He told us a small portion of the windshield was smashed and that the debris had left 2 streaks in his field of view. He ended up paying a $500 insurance deductible to replace the windshield. Ouch! While on vacation, Bailey loaned her Chevy Avalanche to a friend. Watch what happened when she was on her way back from a trip to Phoenix. When Bailey's friend noticed the van ahead of her slowing down, she slammed on the brakes and swerved. Once her tires hit the gravel on the shoulder, she lost control as the pickup barreled through the median. After launching off a U-turn road for emergency vehicles, the truck smashed into 3 huge trees before finally stopping. Needless to say, this was not the news Bailey wanted to hear while on vacation. Thankfully, her friend wasn't hurt, but the truck was totaled after the cost to repair it exceeded the $6,500 value. She told us she loved it very much and replaced it with another Chevy Avalanche a year newer. Iceman was headed home from a birthday party when he heard, then saw, an Arizona Highway Patrol trooper as they both approached the same intersection. Iceman did exactly what he was supposed to and yielded to the trooper. Sadly, the driver behind Iceman wasn't paying attention. When she finally noticed Iceman had stopped, she tried to swerve around him, but she wasn't able to avoid a collision. Both Iceman and the other driver stopped and exchanged insurance information. Iceman made a claim with the other driver's insurance provider, and they paid $2,000 to fix his Toyota Corolla. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. He also told us he installed the dashcam we recommend just 27 days before this happened, and already it's paid for itself. Kristen was on her way home when a work truck pulling a trailer nearly sideswiped her Nissan Leaf as the driver made a last-second lane change. The driver of the work truck failed to make sure the lane to their left was clear after deciding not to exit the highway. Kristen sent a copy of this footage to the landscaping company, but she told us they never responded. Sergio tried to go around a pickup when he noticed the driver had left a gap for an oncoming driver who wanted to turn left. Here we go again. Say it with me, Wham Bam fam. It's not courteous, it's dangerous. Sergio stopped and gave a copy of his footage to the Raptor driver, and thankfully, nobody was injured. Stefan was vacationing in the United States, road tripping over 10,000 miles around the country, when he watched an oncoming pickup driver cut across his lane the wrong way to reach a gas station. A driver in the other lane had left an opening for a semi-truck changing lanes, and the pickup driver saw this as a perfect opportunity to take a shortcut. Thankfully, Stefan's American road trip didn't include any other incidents. This submitter was traveling at 55 miles per hour when an SUV driver cruised through a stop sign in front of him. Even though our submitter hit the brakes and swerved, he couldn't avoid being T-boned by the Toyota. Our submitter is left wondering if he should have swerved right instead of left. What do you think? Should he have tried to go behind the SUV instead of in front of it? Thankfully, nobody was injured. Our submitter and his wife called 911, then waited for a state trooper to arrive before exchanging information. The trooper cited the SUV driver for running the stop sign. Our submitter is thankful both drivers had the same insurance provider, so the claim process has been smooth so far. The current repair estimate of $1,500 will probably go up if his door ends up getting replaced. Kevin was driving his Mazda CX-5 and was approaching a red light when he watched a Tesla behaving badly cruise right through it, or try to anyway.
That Tesla man can't drive. That Tesla man can't drive.
The white Model 3 ran the red light before being T-boned by a Ford Focus. Kevin pulled over to make sure both drivers were okay, and thankfully, nobody was seriously injured. When Kevin reviewed his dashcam footage, he was amazed to discover that the Tesla driver had basically come to a stop before flooring the juice pedal to try to get through the light. That's definitely a Tesla behaving badly. Pete and Jen spotted a white Mazda 3 suddenly lose control and spin across a busy highway at 75 miles per hour. The Mazda came way too close to a Ford Taurus and a semi-truck before ending up facing the right direction on the shoulder. Yikes! Thankfully, no collisions occurred. Shay was on her way home when she started slowing down for traffic stopped at a red light. Suddenly, a Ford F-150 slammed into her Subaru Impreza at full speed. Shay's Subaru was shoved into the back of a Toyota RAV4, which in turn got pushed into another Subaru. First responders arrived 5 minutes later, but thankfully, nobody was severely injured. Shay's Subaru was totaled after the repair estimate exceeded $15,000. She's replaced it with a Subaru Outback, and she also told us she upgraded to a higher quality dash cam. Deli spotted a Tesla behaving badly, but we had to blur out what really made this video noteworthy. Let's just say there was definitely a full moon out that night.
That Tesla man can't drive.
Dude, what the hell?
That Tesla man can't drive.
Well, I guess that Tesla isn't emissions-free after all. Maybe the passenger was just trying to help the driver experience the sounds and smell of a combustion engine. Of course, Deli would have to catch up to them to find out, but he decided not to chase it in his Mini Cooper, so I guess we'll never know. Tom was driving when another driver crossed not one, but 2 lanes to reach a parking lot. Tom's Jeep Grand Cherokee was going between 35 and 40 miles per hour, and he wasn't able to stop before T-boning the Nissan. The collision did $7,000 of damage to Tom's Jeep, but thankfully, the Nissan driver admitted fault. And what was the reason he provided for his abrupt and illegal maneuver? He told Tom he needed to go to the bathroom. Carl was driving his Toyota Sienna in Tucson when he was rear-ended out of nowhere. The impact shoved Carl's Sienna into the back of the Kia Sorento in front of him, making this a 3-vehicle collision. The involved drivers pulled over and exchanged information. Thankfully, nobody was injured. David was on his way home when a utility truck pulled across the road in front of him and stopped, forcing him to slam on the brakes to avoid T-boning it. David's dashcam captured the sound of his tires screeching as he decelerated before honking at the oblivious pickup driver. Thankfully, he was able to use the other lane to get around the truck and continue. Jack was letting his girlfriend borrow his Honda Civic one day, and he told us she is a new driver. After making a left turn, she was startled by an ambulance approaching from behind and swerved to get out of its way. Her sudden swerve to the left resulted in the Civic becoming high-centered on a curb after grinding along for about 30 feet. Thankfully, employees from a nearby auto repair shop used their jacks to get the car off the curb. Fixing the damage to Jack's Civic cost $4,600, but he only had to pay his $500 deductible. He said, "Always drive with insurance, make sure you're fully covered, and don't let other people drive your car." Kevin spotted a driver behind him slow down and signal to turn left, and at the same time, a pickup driver chose to use the shoulder to illegally pass him. Kevin also spotted a Pima County Sheriff's deputy driving the other way. And the cop spotted the black pickup truck's illegal pass. It took a bit for the deputy to get turned around, but Kevin's dashcam confirms he chased after the pickup to administer instant justice. Got him! Alex was driving his Mitsubishi Eclipse when he was suddenly rear-ended by a Chevy pickup truck. Alex stopped and exchanged information with the driver of the pickup truck, and thankfully, it doesn't look like there were any injuries. No, not the Miata! Even though this submitter slammed on his brakes when he saw the Kia Sportage cutting across the gore point and into his lane, he still rear-ended it at about 15 miles per hour. Police responded and facilitated the exchange of information. Amazingly, the other driver's insurance provider claimed that she was only 20% responsible, and that our submitter was 80% responsible for the collision. The fact that she'd violated multiple laws apparently wasn't relevant. Our submitter's insurance provider found the Kia driver 100% responsible, and the two insurance companies battled back and forth for months. Thankfully, the other driver's insurance provider eventually accepted liability. They paid our submitter $1,000, which he'll be using to repair his Miata with the help of friends. He said, "Get a dash cam. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it." Thank goodness Fernando was paying attention. Because that guy sure wasn't. Another driver nearly flew through a red light right in front of Fernando, and only by hitting the brakes was a collision avoided. Get off your phone, dude! Brett watched another driver make a U-turn up ahead of him before she drifted across the road and sideswiped his Chevy Silverado. Both drivers stopped in a parking lot to exchange insurance details. Brett told us the other driver had been driving less than a year, and this was her first collision. Her insurance provider paid Brett a $4,200 settlement for the damage to his pickup, which he repaired himself. Over a year later, he still loves driving it. Gabs was on his way to work when he watched the Hyundai behind him get rear-ended by a pickup truck as they were slowing down for a red light. Gabs told us the driver of the F-150 claimed his brakes had failed, which he doesn't believe because they seemed to be working just fine after the collision. Gabs suspects he'd actually been distracted at the time. Thankfully, Gabs did provide a copy of his dashcam footage to the driver of the Hyundai before continuing to work. He also said the pickup driver was grinning when he first got out of his vehicle, making this a bizarre incident. Peter was driving down an Arizona highway when he was passed by a motorcycle at high speed. Right behind the motorcycle was another one, but that one was a motorcycle cop, lights and siren active. Peter told us he kept going for a while, but he never did see if the speeding biker got instant justice or if he got away.
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon man. Please support the show.